Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay. L is out. I want to go ahead and give you guys these Week 11 game predictions. So let's get into it. The first game we have is the Washington Commanders versus the Miami Dolphins. This game is going to be played in Madrid. This is the first game ever being played in Madrid in the NFL. And I'm gonna go with the Dolphins here. It's just too much too many injuries for the Commanders to overcome. Jaden Daniels is out. I believe Terry McLaurin is still out. And it's just been a down year for Washington. Um, Scoring wise, just it's been a down year for Washington. Just trying to stay healthy and um, mainly yes, their health. They can't seem to stay healthy. And whether it's Jaden Daniels, Debo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, they just can't seem to find a way to stay healthy. And I know the Dolphins, they've been bad this season, but at least they're healthy. Um, and I expect big games from A Shane and Jaden Waddle. I gotta go with the Dolphins. The next game we have is the Panthers and the Falcons. Um, the Panthers are surprisingly 5-5 on the season. The Falcons are 3-6 on the season. Um, Falcons, they have the talent, but it just they can't seem to put it all together. I don't know if it's coaching or um I don't know if it's coaching or what, but they have the talent on offense. Their defense is okay. If anything, I would try to build that defense up, try to draft more, probably more in the secondary, safeties, corners. I know they have AJ Terrell, but they could use another corner on the other side of him. Um, but I'm gonna go with the Panthers in this matchup. Rico Dowdle has been playing out of his mind this season. Has posted multiple rushing over 200-yard games this season. Bergeron has been okay this season, but it starts and finishes with Rico Dowdle in the running game. They also have Chuba Hubbard in the backfield as well. So I'm going to go with the Panthers. The next up we have in the noon slate is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, this game could be a toss-up. Um, Man, it could be a toss-up. I'm gonna go with Buffalo because they're at home, and uh, they're also 4-1 at home. So I'll go with them at home. They had a home field advantage. Tampa Bay still dealing with injuries to Bucky Irvin. Chris Godwin is still out. Mike Evans is out. And I think that early season magic from Baker has faded away. Um, he had a hard, he had a fast start to the season. He was hot at the beginning of the season, but now he's starting to slow down a little bit. But I think once Tampa gets healthy, they'll be fine. But right now, I'm gonna go with Buffalo. Next up in the news slate we have is the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Both teams haven't been great this season, but the Titans are bad. They need to put talent around CJ Ward. I feel sorry for him because uh, it sucks for him that his first year in his career he has to go through things like this, and yeah, it just sucks for him. They need to rebuild the roster, build the roster around him. Um, Try to get him some receivers to throw the ball to. I know you have Calvin Ridley, but maybe you should move on from him and get a younger guy to grow with CJ. But I'm gonna go to Texas here. CJ Stroud is out with a concussion, so he's gonna miss his second straight game with a concussion. Davis Mills is the backup, but I think he'll do just enough to get the Texans past the Titans, and that Texans defense is pretty stout as well. Next up, we have is the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. I'm gonna go with the Bears here. Um, the Vikings, they're still trying to figure it out if JJ McCarthy is going to be the guy. JJ McCarthy needs to find a way to stay healthy. Um, the Vikings defense is okay, but until they could get the quarterback position figured out, uh, then I don't know what to say about Minnesota. Like they're a middle of the pack team, but they're not a contender in the NFC. The Bears are looking good this season. Caleb Williams is looking good. That offense is humming under Ben Johnson. Um, I just need to build up their defense some more. But in this matchup, I'm gonna go with the Bears. Next up we have is the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Jackson Dart is out for this game due to a concussion. Jameis Winston's going to get the start. Um, I'm gonna go with the Packers here. Their offense doesn't scare me. That defense is good, but that offense doesn't scare me. But it's also the Giants, and the Giants they have a good defensive front, but every other level of their defense, I'm not too sure about. And the Packers, they should have no issues scoring on the Giants and that defense. So I'm gonna go with the Packers here. Next up we have is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Steelers here. A lot of Bengals they won the first matchup. This is Unk Bowl Part Two, by the way. Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco. The Steelers they need to start winning games because Baltimore is creeping up behind them in the division AFC North, and I feel like this is a game they're gonna win. Just too many holes on the Cincinnati Bengals. Their defense, it's the worst defense in the NFL. Uh, Trey Henderson can't seem to stay healthy this season. But even if you did have Trey Henderson out there, I would still pick the Steelers. Those two wide receivers are nice. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but I think the Steelers going to win. I think they're going to split the series with the Bengals. All right, next up is the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to go with the Chargers here. Um, Brian Thomas is questionable to play again. Um, and I don't have confidence in Trevor Lawrence. If it was Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Herbert, give me Justin Herbert. I trust him more. He has been playing better than Trevor Lawrence this season. I like the Chargers team as a whole. I like their defense. I like the offense. And I like Jim Harbaugh. He's a good head coach. and go with the Chargers. And that's it for the noon lineup. We're gonna move over to the evening games, the 3 o'clock games. The first game we have is the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brock Purdy is returning for this game, so if you have Brock Purdy on your fantasy team, make sure you start him this week. I will start him against the Cardinals. Told a lot of people last night on the TikTok live to start Brock Purdy. A lot of them had Purdy on their fantasy team. So the 49ers, they're getting healthy at the right time. We're at the halfway point in the season, and it looks like they're going to make the playoffs. I think they'll get in as a wild card if they don't win the division. I know Seattle and the Rams are at the top of the division right now, but anything can happen. It's the NFL. Anything can happen any given Sunday. But in this matchup, I like the 49ers. They have just enough to get past the Cardinals. The Cardinals is a bad football team. Jacoby Brissett, he's been okay, um, filling in for Kyler Murray. But Arizona Cardinals are a rebuilding team. They're also going to be without Marvin Harrison Jr. He had to get a appendicitis surgery, so he's going to be out. And I like the Niners in this matchup. Another division game. There's a lot of division games this week. I've noticed that. Next up we have is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. I believe they won like 3 or 4 games in a row since Lamar Jackson has returned. And the Ravens, they're a good football team. I think they're about to start going on a run, trying to make it to the playoffs. The Browns is another one of those rebuilding teams. Don't have much on their roster. The roster is very weak. And they need to go in and start Shedeur Sanders. I don't know what they're doing. It's not like they're contending for the playoffs or anything. You have nothing to lose, so go ahead and start Shedeur Sanders. But I do like the Ravens in this matchup. Next up, it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. They just seem to have the Broncos number. For whatever it is, they seem to have the Broncos number. I know the Broncos undefeated at home, 5-0. I know they have one of the best defenses in the NFL. But I think outside of Dallas, I don't think the Broncos have faced an explosive offense. And you're going against Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in this league. Denver dealing with some injuries. Pastor Tanner's out. Jonah Ellis is out, the linebacker. And J.K. Dobbins is out. So you're missing some key players for the Broncos, especially J.K. Dobbins. I know they like to get things going with that running game. But now R.J. Harvey's going to have to fill in for J.K. Dobbins. And I don't trust Bo Nix. The play calling is bad in Denver, and the QB play is subpar. I know he lit Dallas up, but his Dallas, our defense was horrible. Our defense is horrible. But I'm going to the Chiefs here. They just always seem to find a way to beat the Broncos. I know in recent memory the Broncos came close to beating them, but I still have the Chiefs winning. All right, Sunday Night Football, Detroit Lions versus Philadelphia Eagles. Game will be played in Philly. I'm going to go with the Lions. Lions are just too explosive offensively. Especially if they get the running game well with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Jared Goff is just going to play action off of that. I still don't trust Philly's defense with the additions they made, the trades they made. And Jair Alexander, he's already stepping away from the game as of right now. He said he wants to get physically and mentally in shape. So one of those pieces you traded away for is already gone. And I believe Michael Carter is banged up too, the other corner. So you kind of back where you started. Jalen Phillips had a solid showing on Monday night, but that Philly defense doesn't scare me at all, and I expect the Lions to exploit that, and I believe Philly's going to be exposed on Sunday night. All right, last but not least, Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys versus the Las Vegas Raiders. This is a must-win. Basically every game is a must-win for the Cowboys. I'm gonna pick them to win this game. I think we're gonna get things going with the running game. And the Raiders have the 30th worst offense in the NFL. So if you let the 30th worst offense put up 30 or more points on you, and you have Geno Smith just back there having a field day, throwing the ball all over the yard and not getting pressure on him, not getting sacks, and you have Ashton Gentry running all over you, then you deserve to lose the game. And honestly, I would fire someone if the Cowboys lose Monday night against the Las Vegas Raiders. That's inexcusable. You should lose to a team like the Raiders. I believe the Raiders are worse than the Cardinals. So if you lose to the Raiders, then yeah, you are officially cooked. Your season's over, and I will fire someone. The Colts and Saints are both on a bye week. These are my picks for Week 11. Yeah, if y'all like this video, make sure you like it, comment, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Make sure you follow us on all our social media accounts: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at The Breakdown with J and L. And I'll see y'all on the next one.